So we have the sports horseshoes on the boys, as you can see. Now, I've got to be completely honest, we are very hard on gear. I'm on a Cabradin Cross Arabian, and quite honestly, this horse is nuts. He was extremely successful last year with the Octos, but Banditti did struggle. Now, over the next 4 months, we're getting ready for our long ride this year, which is going to be starting in northernmost Denmark. We're doing Denmark, Germany, Holland, Belgium, Luxembourg, and then right across Germany. So a couple of 1,000 kilometers. And we are going to absolutely destroy these things in both training and in the long ride. So another thing we do, we train as we ride as we train. So our shoes are put on under field conditions. They're put on the gravel driveway, using a stove to heat things up, and they may not be the best reflection of how these shoes will work for other people, but they're a reflection of how they work under the roughest conditions imaginable. So from here we're going to put them to the test, and we'll be doing a whole bunch more videos on how they go, and hopefully they're going to be as big a success as I genuinely believe they will be. So cheers guys.
No, one of the coolest people we met on the horse show we were last weekend was this guy, Nico. He has an amazing product, which I'm super excited to try out, and went on a workshop how to use yesterday, which is a glue-on horseshoe. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, for sure. So when we started with the glue-on hoof shoes, we were thinking about creating a product for, especially for sport horses. But during our way of just inventing this thing, we came up that we also need to create a product which is usable for everyone. So that's why we invented the Performer. It's basically a very quite simple product. It's quite simple to attach it, but you need, of course, always to exercise it a little bit. When we invented it, we tried to make it as easy as possible for everyone who's using the product.
Yeah, so I mean, for us, most of you guys have followed our journey. In the last glue-ons we used, we had a big problem because the adjustment to Banditti's hoof was a problem. We needed specific tools to get them fit. So what's so special about them?
Well, the special point at this product is the plastic itself. So we used, right now as the only company in the world, we're using specific thermoplastic, which means you're just heating it up, and whenever it's heated, it's moldable, and you can form it on every shape of the hoof you need. So whenever you have an uneven shaped hoof, it's no problem at all. You just heat it up, mold it on the perfect way of a perfect shape of the hoof, like with every millimeter exactly. And yeah, I guess that's our biggest point, our biggest USP. And of course, we also added some special glue. We also added the 3M glue tape, which is pretty gentle to the hoof, doesn't harm it at all, and is, especially when it comes to a fast attaching on the hoof, it's really fast. It doesn't need any time to harden or something like that. So you just put it on the hoof wall and it stucks and perfectly.
Yeah, you've also done some studies to that on your website, don't you?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Of course.
So if you're more interested in that, you can definitely go in deeper that row. So I'm super excited to try them, but can you tell me, what do you think is the biggest weakness of that shoe?
Well, the biggest weakness is to attach it correctly. So as I said, we try to make it as easy as possible, but of course, with every gluing product on the market, you need exercise, and so we're working constantly on the ways how we just educate our customers to use it on the correct way. And I guess as easy as it seems, maybe you noticed this yesterday on the workshop, there are quite a few points which are very important, but also pretty critical whenever it comes on the durability of this product. So long story short, it's the exercise and it's the attachment of the product which is our biggest weakness, but it's the problem of every gluing horseshoe on the market.
Yeah. I mean, the first ones we did, they lasted a couple of days, and
Yeah.
I'm sure it was not the product; it was how we applied it.
Yeah.
But so I've been yesterday to one of your workshops, which was awesome because I had a chance to really work with the product, cut it in the hand and glue it on. And I've started to work on shape the horse's hoofs myself, and I have a professional on my side who helps me. So would you say I should be able to apply them and use them for us on the road?
Yeah, for sure. So whenever you're a little bit exercised in trimming the hoofs,
What do you mean
and whenever
trained?
trained, yeah,
Okay, yeah.
trained. Sorry.
No.
So whenever you're trained in getting a perfect view on the hoof, you know, getting a feeling for the hoof, getting a feeling how to trim your own hoof, I guess you should be able to apply it correctly. But like with every other product too, in the beginning you should have a professional to have a look over the product.
So we want to try them on the road. So we want to take them long riding. What can we expect? How long will they last? I think they call it fair use is the correct term.
Yeah, I mean, it always depends on the surfaces and it depends on the horses. So whenever you're going through Mongolia and you're basically on grass roads,
Yes.
on muddy roads, they last really long because there's even no abrasion on it. Whenever it comes to the Alps and you're walking on tarred roads and gravel roads,
Europe.
of course, the lifetime of this thing will shorten, and I guess you have to expect about 4 weeks, maybe. So right now we're shoeing some horses in front of the wagon. So
Cart horses.
cart horses, yeah, and they last about 4 to 5 weeks on them. So they're walking during the day about 30 kilometers a day on
really
roads,
good then.
on normal roads,
Yeah.
with just going like trotting and
Trotting and walking?
walking and
walk and
trotting.
trot. Yeah.
And so that's about the lifetime, and as I said, it always depends on the surfaces and it always depends on the horses.
But then it would match with the trim cycle. I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking
Yeah.
because
We're talking about one trim cycle,
yes,
which should be like a bare hoof trim cycle, because the hoof is moving and the hoof is living like a bare hoof in this thing.
yeah,
And it's not comparable to an iron where the hoof is just stuck and the horn growing is a little bit reduced. So with an iron you can say normally about 8 weeks, but with a bare hoof, whenever we're talking about a bare hoof, we should talk about 6 weeks maximum.
because the
hoof is growing
natural.
and the hoof is moving and the hoof is just
alive.
growing. Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's really what we want.
Yeah, exactly.
So, how much does a full set for that cost me? If I would say it lasts me about 4 weeks, we're on the road for a month, for 1 month or 2 months. How much does a whole set for the horse costs?
Yeah, so in the end, we're talking about the price without the VAT, because we're in always different countries, to always have different VATs. So price without the VAT is 65.50, and then you just added your country fee, country taxes.
Taxes, yeah.
And so
But that's for a pair.
One pair,
Yes.
exactly. One pair with the glue, with the primer, with this little brush inside the package, and that's it.
For 65, I can buy it and I can put it on my horse.
Yeah.
The front, 65. We've
65,
got 130 euros plus VAT. 65.
It should be around 150 euros with the VAT.
All right, and I have the whole shoot. And can we go on a long ride for a month?
Yeah,
That's
definitely
exciting. We're definitely going to try that one.
So, first test ride of the year. Ooh, steady boy. And as you can see, the boys are hot.